SAT papers that have been taken, kids have sat there in silence, sobbing their hearts out. Now no parent wants to know that a 7-year-old child is sitting an hour's exam crying because of what they're being asked to do. And it's just been posted online today. If you Google SAT paper 2016, you can actually take that test. And I'll tell you what, if you're not middle class and you don't understand what a garden party is, generally you have to understand what a garden party is to answer some of these questions. Now I don't know many kids in Gorton who've been to that many garden parties. I've not been to garden parties, to be honest. And on top of this, we've got increased retention and recruitment problems with teachers because teachers are leaving, not because they don't believe in education, but they're leaving because they don't believe in what we are told is education now. We are told that you have to teach to a test, and that test is only going to teach what you have taught them on that particular test. What is happening in education now, the total removal of what I believe education should be for. I believe in education to bring out the skills, the challenges, the incredible intellect of every child. But what we're doing now is force-feeding them grammar and SPAG tests. There are examples of schools, Key Stage 1 students who've been told to go and learn nonsense words. And that's not because they need to know the nonsense words, but because they need to be able to pronounce those nonsense words for the exams. It's a total round what's going on. And just let me just go through a couple of examples of what's happening in the schools. I've actually said a few things what you're learning at Key Stage 1. In Year 1, you have to know plural nouns and suffixes. Not just examples of them, but actually identify them. In Year 2, you need to know subordination and adjectives. In Year 3, conjunctions, adverbs and prepositions, and they must understand the present perfect tense. I only did that when I did German in about Year 7, something like that. In Year 4, you need to know fronted adverbials and determiners. In Year 5, relative clauses, cohesion, and all the statutory things. And in Year 6, what passive voice and ellipses are. I don't know what they are. I'm a physics teacher, someone I want to know. But you talk to authors, you talk to people who've got careers in literacy. They don't know it. And this is about the total dissection of learning. It's not about the creativity or using the language to communicate, to demonstrate what they want to do, to say, I want to go to the moon, I want to be a fairy. This is about identifying these things within sentences. It's about the annihilation of total things. So what we're doing is we're opposing this, and what the NET is doing is we are taking ballots. And that ballot opened on Monday. It's going to close on Wednesday the 22nd, and that is because not just opposing what is going on in the testing regime, but we are opposing the forced academisation, because we all know once you get privatisation in schools, this is just the start. It's going to be the cutting back of the drama. As Stockport Division Secretary, I'm already redoing redundancies in art and drama departments because they're not in part of the Progress 8. They're not the core subjects kids need to be doing. So we're looking towards a future where kids have to pay for those things. And we all know that's going to be social mobility gone out of the kids. So if you don't know anybody at the NUT who are a teacher, tell them to join. Tell them to be part of the ballots, because this is really a fight for the future of our education, and we need to be opposing what's going on in our schools. Thank you.